if you follow along the Fishing Coach YouTube channel, you've not seen what you've seen behind me today. Muddy water, also no live scope in the boat. Special guest here. We're getting after on the river today. Big Fish James here, my man, special guest, good friend of mine, one of my best friends. If you say like I have a list of best friends in the mix, glad he's a guest today. We're about to help you guys go out and catch some fish in the river, hot summer. Let's get after it. Oh, a chunk. A cluster of a day. That we point and that first group kind of moves back out. Oh, buddy. Get him in the boat. It's a chunk.
Oh, bad.
Yeah.
Ain't no fish in this lake.
Ain't no fish in this lake. Let's be mad at Millwood. That's what it. Kill him. And that was one that felt like a good one too, because like I never felt the bite. Like right here.
Yeah.
Swimming. There's a chunk. Get in the boat.
Yeah.
We'll take you. We'll take you. There he goes.
Thick something.
That light line. That current's taking us out. But he's acting bad, isn't he?
Bad.
He's acting bad. Get up here. There we go. We'll take him to the party. It's a big old thick one today. Yeah. So today, guys, we're here at Millwood Lake, Lowland Reservoir, kind of a river system also down here in southwest Arkansas. And guys, if you have followed the channel the whole time, you know I used to live right by this place and fish it a lot. Fished for 6 years. This is my first time this year. Here we are in 2024. And Millwood's interesting because it's muddy, there's clear water in areas and backwaters, and it's a lot different than every other fishery in this state, really. A lot of different types of grass. You probably see some behind me. Probably 7-8 different types of grass. Lily pads, you got cypress trees, and then there's another type of cover. I'm trying to think that's interesting here as well, as I've probably talked about before in some videos. There's also shell in this lake. It's type of a hard bottom. So a pretty unique place. Used to be one of the best fisheries in this state, but this later years it's just kind of, you know, not been as good. Still a sweet place, and a place I love and glad to be down here today.
Where you gonna go next?
Yeah, I want to go up the river a little bit. That dude threw my worm. Big Fish James here. We're on a little group of them right now. Getting them. It's like 3 fish in a row right there.
Getting into bass fishing, and I took it very seriously. And you know, growing up with my dad, and we've been football coaches and baseball and everything, and the competitive side of it carries over into bass fishing. Well, I wanted to meet another guy that had similar, you know, things that and interests, and I found Jimmy, and Jimmy he took it serious, and he was a little bit different than me, but we worked together.
Our guest today, Big Fish James, is someone I go way back with, guys. I'm talking way back. One of my fishing partners, more than fishing partner, good friend. We coached together, went to school together. Man, it's kind of like a brother, another brother just to me. And guys, it's been cool today. It's our first time to fish this year together, just because of life, because of things that's happened. We used to fish a lot together, on this lake too especially. And I want to share a couple stories with Millwood. But Big Fish James kind of got his name because of when we fished together a lot early on, he would just somehow always catch the biggest fish. I would catch the numbers, he'd catch the biggest, and there'd be days, you know, it could be vice versa. But it's always good to be back in the boat with a buddy today. Those fishmen were more closer up there. There's one out there biting. Man, it's big. Today's video is brought to you by Future Marine. I'm about to present the boat of the week, guys, and I'm actually going to talk about the series. It's the new Express Hyperlift series. The Hyperlift series comes in the 17 foot, 18 foot, and then 20 foot. They have the crappie and the bass, in which the bass boat, guys, for the Express can be for crappie, but if you're like a straight crappie guy, they do have a crappie series that will fit a crappie fisherman. It is designed for the crappie anglers. A pretty cool design on what they do, but with both boats, man. Great aluminum boats, guys. In this video today, we fished in an Express 19. It's a 21 model, and it's the X19 Pro. Man, my man Big Fish James has talked highly of this boat, and I got to go out there and fish with him in it, and man, I was impressed with this as well, guys. A lot of benefits with the aluminum boats, as right now I know a lot of people are going towards the aluminum boats. One of the things is the cost efficient. You get a very great product, a very boat that you're safe in, you can go fishing, very durable, but the cost is a lot less than a fiberglass boat. I know I fish in a fiberglass boat, guys. You see it on my channel, but if you are looking for a newer boat, if you're trying to upgrade, or if you're either going from the fiberglass down to the aluminum, guys, I'm going to say I've been impressed with the aluminum boats I have been in lately, okay? Guys, thank you once again, and appreciate Future Marine for being a part of the Fishing Coach YouTube channel. Any information on the Hyperlift series, you can contact Tony Hodge or Mason Tuberville at Future Marine, and there is a link down in the description.
We'll take them. We'll take them. In the boat. Another 2-pounder.
Yeah.
Another 2-pounder. We had the hat fly off. My hat flew off and James saved it. And his flat flew off.
Just a cluster.
A cluster of a day.
Getting hit?
A little bit. Their dang, that one ain't my dang. We just caught one on the net. Oh, it came off! Oh. No! 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 Dadgummit. Oh, I had one on. Just trying some new tricks for these fish. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
You got him, huh? Oh, no.
I do. He's on.
Dude. You recording it? You about to hit stump. Don't hit it.
Yeah. He's on. I need a break. Yeah, that dude has my tungsten jig head and everything. Get off, get off. Guys, I've snagged an alligator. Where's he at?
I think he's under the shade.
He's under the shade. Get off. At least I can get up here and cut my line shorter. Come up, dude. Is he gonna take me for a ride here in a minute?
Come up right to the boat.
Dude, he ain't coming up.
No?
It just broke, yeah. At least I...
What you gonna do?
Dude, I don't know. I'm almost.
I say...
What do you say? Catch one real quick.
That's a better
Freaking James Edwards. You got this one. Bad. All I gotta do is talk bad about these dudes. Get that. Can you pick that fish up? Here we go.
I just hook him in the eyes.
Poor guy. Here you go. Show me that fish. Yeah. Millwood chunk. Chunk. Big Fish James with the big worm doing his thing.
One thing, guys, about having a fishing partner, and this is just me and my man Big Fish James here, we're unique in a way. We work well together, and I say that as in, I'm kind of, if you watch the channel enough, the like go giddy guy, the freaking juice dude. I have like drink too much coffee and Red Bull energy guy, and James mellows me out. He's just the mellower of us in the team, and he's always a guy that's going to throw the punch. He'll tell me to calm down when I need to calm down. But he's also, now he'll get excited when he gets catches some fish and catches big fish. He gets fired up now, you know. Then all of a sudden that coaching side comes up. He's been a head baseball coach. He's coached football for 12, 13 years. So that side comes out, but he'll mellow me down, like, Jimmy, just chill. And that's one good thing about us always being partners together. But like I said, when we start catching fish, he will get fired up. So how is your fishing partner? Are y'all mellowed, or are y'all like the opposite same? Leave me a comment. Let me know down there. How are you and your fishing partner?
He's the fire you up, you know, go 100 miles an hour and go find them, go catch them, go catch them, go catch them. And I'm the slow and methodical, waiting on that big bite and all that, but it all ties in together. And we work really good together, and I wish we could fish more together, but life, you know, takes you other places. And
You kind of got my line, but you're okay. No, you're good. Yeah, there you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. My man, and you got my line. Maybe I can bring one in too. I have white.
Got it?
Yeah, we're throwing the minnow in there. Yeah, throwing the minnow without live scope. We did it. All right, thump there. You got it? We've caught now 17 though. We're gonna catch some numbers. There we go.
Ariel's uncle told me they were biting good in overcup. Oh, dang it, you little turd.
Get off.
You let go?
No, he's on.
You got big one? What do you got?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know what I got. He's going to deep water. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's a keeper. Or I say keeper. He can help the team. Look at that guy. Oh, yeah.
That a boy.
That dude's around the old stump. He was around the old stump. So guys, one time I want to share a story about us out here on Millwood Lake. Me and Big Fish James was on our way to Derrick's, and this is December. We had a couple days of warm weather, and for December, it was still cold but warm. When we were on our way to Derrick's, and we just kind of like said, hey, let's go to Millwood. Something about us said Millwood, and at that time, we didn't really fish out here in the winter, okay? This kind of wasn't the winter place, and something that day told us to come out here, and gosh, was that one of the days that we had a blast. And it was one of those days where like you felt like you've learned a lot and achieved something, come to a fishery and catch them at a time of year you normally don't. I mean, it was a wonderful day. Had a big old bag. Caught them a variety of ways, but it was just pretty cool. There's just one of these little stories I'm going to share. But we've been guys fishing for a long time, from Washita back in the day, Brewer, fished a lot to Gray. We fished all over the state. And then being able to come down here, fish some of these lakes together, fish some tournaments, good and bad in tournaments. I'm watching James right now. I'm waiting for him to set the hook on the fish. But okay, guys, as we're catching them right here, one of the things about this though is we're fishing current, and luckily for this boat we have a spot lock trolling motor. My boat we don't. So guys, you know I don't. But this kind of helps us. We kind of changed positions a little bit, but we've been kind of setting the boat up here, throwing up here, because that current's coming, and you see that line. Let me see. You see that line there, that little mud line, where you have an influx of water from the back coming out, and this water here, since we had all the rain in Oklahoma, Arkansas here, and it's kind of muddied up, but you have the current coming right down this seam. So we're trying to throw up there, fish down this current, and you have current coming out, and they're kind of right now, when you kind of find them in their position, there's kind of like a little area, and right now they're more on the drop. They're not up there or in the ditch. They're on the drop, and when you're fishing these little holes like this on rivers, that's something you can miss. Is you know, this was tough. Is you got to fish them thorough, try to find it, and yeah. So we're gonna go back and try to catch some more. You got it. Good one. Oh, buddy, acting bad. Such a subtle bite today, dude. Good one. Get the boat. We'll take you. Big old pretty fish.
He's scale worthy.
Big old pretty fish. Today, our lures have been a few. We're doing a Texas rig worm. My man, Big Fish James, on Texas rig worm. A little red and black.
I got my old jig head worm right here, my Magnum jig head worm, 5/8 ounce head. You see it's kind of shaky from all the fish catches. It's a 6-cent head. It's a Magnum trick worm with blue fleck color. It's the only blue fleck we have in the boat because the bags are in my boat. I just had it on. I'm trying to make it last. We had two. I had two of them. Okay, that's why I had two of them. I had one in my bag. Throwing that guy's on the Level NGX Series 7.2 medium heavy fast rod. I'm doing, this is a 14-pound test here. I'm kind of been going light line. Other stuff today, y'all have seen, it's a core tackle Ozark rig with either a Magnum trick worm or a shorter Magnum finesse worm. I'm out of the Magnum finesse, so I've been going trick. That's a 3/16 ounce one there with a 4/0 weight. I only had one 5/0 3/8 today. Messed that up. I'm throwing that too on that one's 7.3 medium heavy fast. This is my hair jig rod. And then yeah, we caught a few on a crankbait. I'm not allowed to show the crankbait. Just still I'm not allowed to. James actually lost a good fish, or lost his crankbait that he caught the fish on. But you're not gonna see that footage because that whole special. Anyway. Hey, get a little bigger. Get a little bigger.
A memorable fishing story with Jimmy. One of the first fishing trips we ever took was on Lake Ouachita. Winter time, and Jimmy's all raring to go and everything, and you know, so we're going, and it's cold. It is brutally cold, and Jimmy's all decked out in his Gore-Tex and Bass Pro, everything, and I haven't got to that level yet. But he said, "Man, you better layer up because we're going to take a ride, and we're going to go catch them." And when I walked down to the ramp to put my poles in the boat, he goes, "Dude, I don't think you have enough layers." So I froze my tail off all the way there, but we caught fish, and that's when he introduced me to the jerkbait bite, and caught one of the biggest ones of the day, probably 3 or 4 pounds. But that's a memorable story I will never forget with Jimmy Easterly.
So one thing today about Millwood, guys, just kind of give you a background of like the weather report and just the lake conditions, all that. It's falling right now. It just like they just started the drawdown. There's a drawdown they do every year, sometimes 2 years. So it just started, and so there's current involved. But before this, you know, it got real hot, and then we had the hurricane. So it got real hot, water temps got hot. As you see, this place can get hot. There wasn't much current. The hurricane came through. Now I know we're in Arkansas. We know that all that rain, everything moved up. A lot of rain came through, rain in the west, and all that kind of water flows in here. So all of a sudden now we have some current from that as well, and it muddied up some areas with that as well, just all of that. But just the lake's changing, and the lake can be really good like after the drawdown. It can be kind of good at times during it. Not really. I mean, we're having a good day today, guys. Like, we're catching them, but not as good as what this place can be. I'm just going to tell you the truth. But what I'm telling you guys, there's a lot going on, and this is a type of lake where you need consistency. For my history, consistency with weather, consistency with the current. And I say the current, it kind of depends on that. That's a whole different another scenario. But this lake, when it changes, the fish, man, they change with it and move. This is a lake that will teach you how fish move, and I learned that from to take to other lakes. Like this lake, you can find them here one day and they're gone the next, and that was always one of the things about this lake that's pretty unique. It's pretty neat, and so it's changing. We're catching them today. Now this is a lake too, to where, you know, like I know some of you are probably asking. I mean, yeah, if it's 4 or 5 days of sun and a storm comes through, they're going to eat here. It's one of those places that will happen, but typically winter, spring, even summer right now, like I always liked it when it was stable weather. But then this current, of course, like we have that's generating, it's going to get them to bite, and it's going to, as it's helped us today, set fish up in areas. We know how to fish the current, and that's one thing about it, is like reading the current. You got to pay very close attention where you get your bites at, and that's one thing today that we've done is pay attention where we're getting our bites at and how they're set up on things. So let's go out there and get more fish catches. My man Big Fish James is where I'm trying to hide the spot right here, because I want y'all to see this one. Good fish right there, guys. He's trying to close the day off with doing his thing. Guys, I didn't do a closing with James somehow. I mean, y'all just saw that last fish, but we didn't really like close out. So that was just that was the end right there. We closed it out on that one right there, guys. But fun day out there on Millwood. You know, it's been a while since I've been out there, as I've already mentioned it. And looking back and editing it, man, it was just a good time and a good time to go out with a friend. So on the Faith Juice segment of this video, guys, the Faith Juice part of the Faith Juice segment of the show, where I'm going to kind of go in is like your friends. Having good friends, man, means a lot. And as you get older, you don't get to see them as much. Life kind of happens, as we kind of mentioned it in this video. And I'm just going to say, like, no matter where, like you today, where you at this week, where you're watching this video, if you have a good friend you've not talked to in a while, give them a shout. Shoot them a text. Give them a call. See how they are doing, okay? And if there's one you've not talked to in a while and you're just like, hey, they need to contact me first, go ahead, be that one to call them, man. Life kind of gets going. It's pretty busy. And as we all know, and so it's always good to stay in touch with those friends, okay? Because like me and James, I mean, we used to, before kids and before I went full-time fishing, dude, we were fishing a lot. When we were both on coaching schedules, so like when we had Christmas break, we were on the same schedule, spring break, summer, you know, how we you know, through our summer practices, you know, we'd always meet up at the lake at the evening or whatever, and it's just now, man, it's lots kind of happening. We don't just get to fish as much, but we enjoy it when we do. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you for watching the Fish Coach YouTube channel. We'll see you on the next one.